Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gracious.
Shuttle at the boy farm. Let's see if he, No Tail is actually going to TP mid to collect some farm there. The Haste Rune spotted by Solo. He's going to see No Tail as well. Sees an opportunity for a Fortune's End. No one. He's going to grab the Haste Rune, and no, he's not going to zip. Both teams double walking around. Sentry on out. No Tail. Is he going to be safe by Seb here? Seb just kind of waiting.
He got blown up.
But it whips halfway through.
The black holes
grabs Seb immediately. Now an opportunity for a Rolling Thunder. If they want to pursue here, they can. The Swashbuckle goes out. The Rolling Thunder. Nice snowball dodge and put it onto the Panko. He pulled him off back. Now he can bounce him off the wall. No, he actually doesn't go for it. He just tries for a clean escape here. While Samael, he sees no one on that Storm Spirit. Has a bit of mana to work with and a Fairy Fire. So it'll take a lot here to bring him down. No one's actually going to turn, pull him into the tower, and try and jump, but a Sleight of Fist catches him right as he lands next to Zion's dead in the grave, and Dazzle has no shallow grave to protect himself. A triple kill for Samael.
What a sick save by Saksa. I loved watching that. I was trying to hum the Batman theme.
Resolution Pangolier, who has yet to really get a good grip on this game. Hasn't found any big kills. He's going to look for 1 on 33 here. He immediately gets Primal Roared up. He's going to be taking some tower shots, but should be saved by Zions. Now, the Rolling Thunder. Oh, it's still not going to go off. He didn't actually ever cast it. Resolution just dies, and Zions will also fall underneath the tower. Samael gets that double kill.
He protects his poor ass Beastmaster, but probably going to be a dead No Tail here.
Yeah.
He was so poor in this game. Just leave him alone. Don't come bottom.
Don't go bottom.
Don't go bottom.
These poor boys need to be sheltered from all this violence in the world. Mid tower, it's about to go down. Seb making good use of this Enigma, does get denied. Now, gonna be vortexed into the Rolling Thunder and just killed off. So what could have been a really nice pickup for him in just the tower gets denied.
He'll take that every day though.
Just so few items like this. You can see he's very far away from his Vanguard. Okay, that's a rather large.
This is the comeback for ILTW. This is his stimulus check. Get it for him.
Quill's building up. And that 1k gold leaf that OG had.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Taken over a bit by Virtus Pro and that big ancient stack. So they get through it. They're losing a lot of map control for it though. They lost the top tower. Now OG continues the push into the tier 2. Of course, the Glyph is able to just deny the entire creep wave that was pushing in.
I don't know if I love that trade. And that's why Rezo is still sticking around at bottom. Big fan of that. Sumail is going to catch Solo, who is 99% dead.
Yep, he does not have level 6 yet, so not even able to false promise himself. And now this tower is definitely dead. Virtus Pro, they'll take the trade-off of a tier 1 for a tier 2, but it's a very one-sided trade.
Saksa is too with the nice snowball saves. Like, they're kind of doing it off the back of these 3 heroes right now. And they're using the Enigma mainly as a push hero, similar to how they use Seb normally, or 33. Like, they pick one hero that can just push and fight. They have so many different summons on the ground.
Yeah, last game it was in a battle with a Helma Dominator. Like,
and
there's very clearly a game plan.
Yeah, there's a theme here.
He takes control. Trying to grab him, the silencer, the first target here, No Tail. He's not stunned, but doesn't go for the global. He holds on to it, and he'll hold on to it into his grave. As Samael, now he buys back, pops that global silence. His solo's going to be finished off here. Samael looks for the next one in science. Same time, ILTW.
He gets wrong.
Juked it a little bit. Looks like Samael did spot him, though, and he might still be able to run him down, or maybe not. The chains goes out. Samael's actually out of mana. Of course, he does have that Aegis, but with very little mana to work with, he can't really chase down these heroes.
And that's not the worst thing in the world for a VP. They had to both use buybacks. Only 29 gold. It was like not even 100 gold exchanged either way. He's got the Eidolon attack range.
Okay, so better way to be able to siege the tower. Resolution doesn't put himself that far away from Samael with that swashbuckle. So he will get chained up again. One more swashbuckle coming. Now they're going to be saving him. Resolution jumps a little bit farther away. He does have plenty of heals with that to Vlad, so he should be fine. But Solo, no longer having a false promise, has no backup plan.
Oh, they lost the mech. Ah, Seb.
What happened to his courier?
on,
No one's cutting the mid creep wave and kill the courier.
I mean, Seb's courier just died to the tower.
ILTW. He has a Vanguard, so he's kind of tanky, but OG, they're so strong right now with the tag team. They make short work of that.
That was very odd. He just kind of ran through them all.
Yeah, and they just beat through his passive. Those quills were not a problem at all.
That was pretty funny. ILTW is like, pardon me, just making my way here. Just trying to get back to the base, all right?
He's like, I'm strong, guys. I have my Vanguard.
Oh, another courier's gonna die. What am I watching?
What the hell?
I just watched 4 or 5 couriers die at once.
These boys need to get... Oh, there's another one. Go to me.
Are you serious?
Go mid.
Radiant's courier.
Oh my god, what? Who still has it? What is this game? Like,
All right, so Samael still has his courier, and Virtus Pro still have 4 couriers on their side.
okay, nice.
So in half the couriers in this
Half the
game have
couriers
died.
are just gone, I guess. Interesting strategy.
Zayat. Look at that. Zayat pops out in that bottom lane. Cuts one way.
Hello.
But
Dire's bottom tower
OG, they've been really good about hunting these heroes when they go for plays like this, and Zayat has indeed been caught. Still has a snowball just in case he gets off the Shallow Grave and tries to go for the TP. Zayat doesn't even bother because he knows. You did, boy.
I like how he charged it to full, just as an extra,
Yeah.
just as the last early instead of going for a Bloodstone.
Okay.
But Yules does not feel like a complete option because there's still stuns on the enemy team, right? So it just sort of sucks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In conclusion, he sort of just sucks.
And this is a Storm Spirit that has a very, very bad win rate here at ESL 1 LA. To no one. Just at the sign of almost any hero. Virtus Pro has to retreat and blow some
Pango ball misses.
That
Nice
Pango
dodge.
ball, Samantha was able to get his remnant before he jumped back.
This is 2 ILTW, you've got to start being a little bit careful here. Seb is now coming in for this. They don't have false promise anymore, nor do they have the Pango ball. Surely you can just purge off this silence, but instead he goes for it on the Enigma, and they've got to be careful.
Samael double chain. Solo's still there to try and protect against some of the magic damage, but it's too much physical. Samael's going to be pulled back in. Can they finish off? They actually got him. The black hole. It comes a little too late. The global silence is down. They do manage to catch the Storm Spirit as he zipped in, but he's kind of healthy. He gets burned about. Malphite. Oh, he gets away with barely HP. He pops the bottle, and he's going to be fine. And look at ILTW. Maybe he can get his revenge, but he's so slow underneath all of this. The boars, they're keeping him in place. The Crimson Guard goes off. His back is turned, but bit by bit, piece by piece, he may just end up going down the heel. The heel, it's Solo. He's managed to keep him alive. Now Resolution's still going to be able to storm his finally back, baby. He barely survived through that team fight, and now he's back to exact his revenge. He's going to be able to pop that Yule Scepter onto 3, allow Resolution to catch up to seal the deal. They're going to go for the Boar and the Beastmaster.
Wow, they
Double
held
kill for no one.
They decided to go because so many different things were on cooldown, but no one... he gets the tip and he deserves it. The Yules onto the Enigma. Cannot commend them enough. And it's really Sumail just jumping in thinking he's invincible. And he might have been if the rest of his team, had vision of that high ground.
Low ground, they're going to go for him, trying to burst him down as quick as possible. But he does manage to get off the snowball, goes a small distance away. That Lotus Orb, but not protecting Resolution, and Global Silence went down afterwards. He needs to be able to get that swashbuckle up. The saves are coming in, though. 2 different defensive supports will allow this Pango to be able to get back.
Now he's getting his ball up.
Tries to go for the Ember Spirit, but Samael's already jumped away. One remnant up, needs another one to get to the high ground before Resolution's here. Dodges that ball, but it keeps on trucking. Finally, he bumps him out. No, dodges it again. Does manage to dodge it. Back over to Solo. He's been caught by Saksa. He's going to be chased down by the support while the Beastmaster's stuck in as well. The Shard's going to be able to block him out, and he should be dead. Virtus Pro keep on moving forward. Seb, they spot him next. But Samael, he's got a surprise for him. Comes back in. Hole. The Yules over the Yule Scepter. It goes down, stopping that what could have been a game-winning fight. But now it's the turn from Samael caught up in the remnant, pulled back in by the Vortex. He's not able to jump away. Science dives to No Tail, but it is a dying croak from No Tail. He goes down. 3 dead on the side of OG, and they just keep on looking for more. Resolution with this Lotus Orb feeling like he's invincible right now. Goes past this tier 1 tower. The Shards goes out. He's jumped up in the air by the punch. He still has his swashbuckle to go. Maybe baiting in Seb and Sox, seeing if they'll overcommit into ILTW, but no. Thinking that he needs a BKB. He's not sure whether or not he's going to go for that. He has a big Ogre Club. But he has Chrysalis queued up. Does he have a BKB on a courier somewhere?
And the zip in. He might
pull him back. This means no global silence in the fight. This means OG has to immediately retreat. Resolution is not able to get the extra hero. Gets stuck on the cliff instead. They're not careful though. OG may strike back as they see Solo an opportunity to be able to burst down that 5 position. They immediately
need to protect their supports.
The buyback as well. The Zayas, he's been caught as well. Tries to go for the shallow grade TP out. ILTW stalled up by the Malthus as well. They're going to go from killing these 2 supports now being able to take on the big tanky cores. ILTW trapped by the shards, just turning his back to him, delivering what damage he can before he finally dies. No one's going to come over from the side though. Trying to go for a pickoff on his Seb, but Seb's too tanky, especially with that Essence ring. And he's got to beware of 33 with that Blink Dagger. One Primal Roar, and this game could be over for no one.
That was a big mistake from VP. They win a team fight, or they kill the Silencer, and they're in a good spot, and they split up. The supports decide to go one way, the cores go the other. Real rough for them. You have to stay together at this point. You see how easy it is for OG to win team fights when they get on top of the supports?
Yeah.
Have to protect your 4 and 5. You have to be in front of them, but instead they go far to the left, way out of reach. And without the global silence VP, they want to take this fight. Resolution, he's in there. He's going to bounce back a lot of spells. Gets false promise.
False promise. He's going to be okay to get off the Rolling Thunder. Now he's going to try and hit some heroes here. He can't get Seb on the wall and allows Seb to be able to blink away.
If he gets Seb there, it's so huge.
2 ultimates now on cooldown. OG. Which do they choose? Do they march into that high ground or do they take the Roshan? It looks like with the tag team, they'll opt for Roche.
And they've got Deso. Seb, he's so critical to this. He's had a few bad black holes, 2 instantly canceled, 1 miss. But all it takes is 1 for you to win a finals.
Resolution. Once again, trying to make himself a target, has the Lotus Orb, has both defensive supports on the high ground ready to play for him.
She's getting really low right now. Storm finds a Mindbreaker.
No one is pretty far away. Is he going to go for a long zip in? It's looking like he might. They're trying to get the information. There's the zip through. Doesn't do that much damage though. Zeb, he's able to take off most of it with the Guardian Greaves. He got off the Essence Ring and now the Primal Roar. It's onto the Storm Trip, but a Lotus Orb saves him. It puts him in the Snowball. Do they have a stun to be able to catch him? No, he immediately breaks the Snowball to be able to zip onto 33.
Watch for Seb. He still has
goes for the black hole onto 2. No one can't really stop it. He's out of mana now, and that's just going to hold on through. They do manage to get the Shallow Grave off on the Solo. Solo survives a little bit longer to get off some heals. The global silence with the Ice Shards as well. They're stuck. He pops the Scepter. It's in white, but no, a chains. It'll hold him in place. No one goes down. No buyback available for no one either. It's only going to be this 3-man from Virtus Pro. They're trying to escort ILTW out of here, but the chase continues for OG. They're going to leave behind Zayat, but Solo's up next. Saxa with the Ice Shard. Scouts for him, doesn't find him. So they say, good enough for us. Let's take that Roshan, boys.
VP, if you watch back this replay, it's all going to come down to that one moment where the 2 supports decide to split after they kill Silencer to de-ward and get wards up.
Push down towers, get all these team fight items, and have an advantage to a point where no one struggles to be able to get even just a single pickoff.
Yeah, but how much more can you ask out of this guy? No one, I feel, has won so many different team fights for them in a row.
Certainly Sox did good use of the Snowball there to be able to get some low ground off of the neutral creep camp. And Samael, he goes back in. Onto ILTW. They do purge up Samael. Samael may just end up dying here. He's going to go try and get on top of Solo here. He gets off the Shallow Grave and the False Promise. ILTW is going to leave his support behind and try and retreat. But most of OG, they're circling around.
This guy doesn't have buyback.
They know they can catch him here. They're going to use the Primal Roar. Now he's got his back turned to some of them, but there's so many heroes here. Can they possibly bail him out? The Lotus Orb goes down. The Rolling Thunder is going to bounce on through, hitting Samael, hitting 33. The Ice Shard's going to block him in a little bit longer.
Did they go too far?
Out, but they've actually healed him thanks to the Dazzle. Rolling Thunder continues to hit 33. Managed to blink away from that last dodge that may have actually killed him. Well, one tried to go for the kill onto Samael, but Samael is actually going to be fine. OG and Virtus Pro both struggling to be able to bring down some heroes there as the heals come out from the Guardian Greaves from Zayats.
And both lineups are so tanky.
This ILTW Bristleback with a Crimson Guard and an Assault Cuirass. They cannot overcommit on him, expecting him to go down easy.
But they're gonna commit to the high ground. They do have the black hole, but Seb way up in front. Rezo makes it over the wall. And with the Swashbuckle, they should be able to hold this far more than enough time for their Oracle to be back.
Yeah, with the Bristleback and a Crimson Guard, it's so hard to push that tier 3. Soxa spotted. Resolution. Can he get off the Lotus Orb? He does not. He tried to go for the Rolling Thunder instead and gets caught in the process.
Just gets a little bit too cocky. He was getting too comfortable. He does have his buyback.
They can show Seb here. Hey, look at me. I've got Blink Dagger and Guardian Grease. Nothing to worry about. If he backs off now and collects his BKB, it may come as a shock to Virtus Pro in this next team fight.
They're waiting, and now they don't have an easy cancel for this BKB black hole. Seb,
BKB, it's here now.
But they'll have clicked and seen the courier come forward. But this is going to finally mean the tier 3 towers, they've finally broken out that outer shell.
They still have ILTW there, though. That Arcane's Curse, it just doesn't go away with the Bristleback. He had to use Fortune's End to purge it off of him.
Fresh set of Eidolons, the punch.
Soxa sees his opportunity. Just a small window to punch ILTW in the face. Misses the shards, though. Okay, a smoke up from no one.
I think he was trying to get bounty runes and push out this bottom lane.
Okay.
But he'll be way too late for it. Yeah, he's trying to go for the bounty runes. He'll see to mail, I think. That'll probably confirm to him that all of them have been taken, and that's why he breaks his smoke. Starts to push out that bottom lane. And now the 4. But he has to be so careful about not getting roared VP.
33 pushes out
your
again.
supports here.
Look at them just
run past
the supports. Immediately going to be targeted. Solo does have the Shallow Grave on him. Tries to walk it off with Glimmer Cape. He's going to be okay, but Zion sees the save. They're going to have to use that. They save each other. There's no one with the triple electric vortex with the Rolling Thunder on through. Seb, they've taken him out, but the 2 supports are all going to die, and no one is low on mana right now. Zion is actually saved. There was enough heal coming in that they only lost their 5 position. A buyback came out from Seb there. That was a 5.
They don't have an easy way to cancel this. The only way that he gets caught out is when the storm comes through, but that surprise factor is now gone. They're gonna jump.
They see the Stormshire in the top lane, so immediately they try and jump ILTW. Solo.
He's very tanky. They will not
give him
commit
the
for
Glimmer
this.
Cape. They're not gonna overdo it here. They don't overcommit for ILTW, and the supports also don't commit some of their defensive abilities. Yeah, the Stormshire jumps over the side. They see him. Oh, there goes the Global Silence. No one. He still has the Yule Scepter though, and Seb
perfect
does
by
not
no one.
bother to go for it.
Yules is himself, and now they've got to get out. They're gonna lose the silence.
Yeah,
for
no
free.
kill. He's certainly dead. Seb, are they gonna go back in? The Primal Roar. They found the back line. Solo, they're gonna try and burst into the Shallow Grave. Zion saves it. The black hole comes on through. The BKB black hole on the 4. But Rolling Thunder goes on through. Stalls up the damage from Samil. Can they actually down Samil? They actually do. Oh, ILTW. He's putting out the damage. He's pumping out the brakes. He's gonna go for Seb. Slow him down with the Viscous Diesel Goo. The snowball. Oh, they got another one. Resolution comes through. They manage to get him. ILTW with a sick bash takes the 4th kill, and that's a dieback from Seb. Seb no longer has the freest black hole game.
And even with that, it didn't feel like they had enough damage going into it.
Yeah, certainly, and that's why he's trying to get more damage out with the Magnum Scepter on the Enigma.
He's taking a lot of damage, but look, the 2 supports in the back line. It's so hard for OG. You don't want to commit the roar for one of these 2 supports because they save each other. So you almost simultaneously have to flip the switch. Soxa has to go for one, 33 has to go for the other, while you're popping global so they can't save each other. It's such a complicated way to win this game now. If ILTW just sits up here and he's gonna commit. Sumail tries to go for the supports. He wants him to
try to get that fast kill, but no one immediately grabs two.
They grab
the vortex. The global sounds goes off a little bit too late. No one in some trouble. The black hole actually lacking on 2, but they do have the false promise. No one may survive a little bit longer. They manage to get a bash onto Seb. Now the roll in from Resolution. Rolling Thunder bounces once, twice onto Soxa. Hops over him, hits 33 instead, while no one goes up to full health, laying into Soxa, trying to get that kill. A punch in the air, and no one will retreat back to the rest of his team, or they're going to try and deal with Sumail. Sumail low on mana here. One sleight of fist, but now he's going to come back down to earth. Quickly surrounded by Virtus Pro heroes. He's maybe dying here. Soxa tries to bail him out with a snowball. They're getting the LTW is trying to get him with the abyss. Can they kite him? Damage just a little more, but no! Sumail, he goes for the TP TP. No one finally gets him. He finally gets that kill, but he's committed his life to be able to get that, and he will certainly die without the mana. ILTW, now a man, a machine, a monster, just looking for more kills, and a 2 versus 4. The roll is on Zion. ILTW tries to save his support. He goes for Seb. Seb's so low, but now he's been broken as well. Tries to slow him down even further. BKB goes off. No more slows. He's able to get away. Instead, he turns on to No-Tail. No-Tail laying the damage on his Zions, but he survives. He gets through all of that, runs away with ILTW. They get that kill on the one support. The guy blocked him in, but immediately an Abyssal Blade. Saxa still gets up. He's still alive. Still alive. A bash. One more, and he can save him, but Zions, he finally goes down. But it cost them so much. OG, they've committed so hard just to be able to kill a damn 4 position. ILTW slows him down to a crawl. A 4 blocks him in. A 33. He gets the blink away. A TP. Is he gone? Can he get out? No bash. No. ILTW misses the kill. 33 gets out. The Abyssal.
Yes.
So in turn,
well, he wants the storm.
Oh, they're gonna go for it here. Lotus Orb bouncing back that Malf is stunned. He cleanses off with the Guardian Greaves. Something similar here. ILTW has been Silver Edge, and he's taking a lot of damage right now. That's why no one's gonna come in, grab a few heroes, and give ILTW the space to retreat. He won solo. He always won solo, and he may just have them too. Solo. Can't even get off the false promise. The Rolling Thunder on 2 with the Vortex too. That might just be able to seal it. The black hole goes up, and no one does it. And the Rolling Thunder finishes off No-Tail. Immediately buys back. ILTW manages to get the Abyssal Blade. 33. Wait for the kill on his Zions, but he's so damn tanky. 33. Can't really do anything there. He has to retreat. Back underneath the sentry. There goes that Abyssal Blade. Used onto Saxa. Saxa still has a snowball. And he has a blink up. Can he blink away? He blinks away in time before the Rolling Thunder can catch him. Rezo, he used his Refresher Orb for this. They need a kill, and they found No-Tail. No-Tail gets on the Global Silence, but he's certainly dead. OG, can they do anything off this one? The Yulsets are going down. Rolling Thunder is still going off. They chained up Samel and Seb. Now a Basher follow up on Seb as well. He's dead. He does have a buyback. They're going to try and chase Samel next. The Shallow Grave goes off onto no one. No one turning. Samel surrounded. He's dead as well. Another buyback could be forced as ILTW marches straight for those barracks.
Seb, without Black Hole, what are you supposed to do here? Maybe he just buys out Refresher, sells a bunch of stuff. I don't know. But that Black Hole did not connect in the way they needed him to.
No, it certainly did not.
And all the buybacks coming out now.
Now they have to stall for 50 seconds if they want this. Oh, kick! It pushed Saxa into the rest of Virtus Pro, and ILTW, they really want to go for him.
This is not the target you want to kick into the base.
Saxa, he's so tanky, but eventually he's going to die here.
Another
left
kick
in the middle of him. Kicks Rezo into his allies, but at the same time, they can't do anything with these positionings. They don't have the damage to take advantage of that.
He needs to kick the supports.
He needs to kick Solo or Science into the rest of OG.
And instead, he just gives him a freebie. He doesn't have buyback. 577 gold short.
He dropped the gem as well, so it's going to be a lot harder to be able to kill Solo. Solo is currently smoked up. 2-man follow up with the swashbuckle. The bash went down, and now they're going to be able to get on top of Seth. That's a buyback. Samel against the world. He's going to have to be able to slide a fist and get back to the fountain and play with this, constantly harassing BP.
They're going for the edge.
They see this opportunity. They're going to start chopping down those tier 4s. A glyph goes in. 33 and Samel. And next up, No-Tail. A 3 versus 5. Could they possibly do this? It's going to be running out. No one. A little bit low, but the Rolling Thunder is just going to keep them chained right in front of their fountain. No hope to retreat. Only a buyback available for 33, and Virtus Pro taking the buildings. They will take everything from OG in this best of 5 finals. They have done it. A 2-1, but they come back in game 4. They come game 5, and Virtus Pro are your ESL 1 LA champions.
What a game 5. No one is your MVP. That is the argument. It is ended. I have decided that for you.
It doesn't matter what you think.
I don't care what you have to say. I don't even care what the panel says.